What is going on, guys? It is David Clayton of KZR Racing once again, and welcome back to my F1 Manager 22 career mode, round number 11 today for the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring. If you did miss the last episode, feel free to check out my channel. The playlist will be there. Not much admin to get through, but we have got the design for our new side pods has finally come through. And the gearboxes in the last race also did start wearing out on the cars, so we need to change them before we head to Austria. So we will we'll start with the gearboxes, get them done. That's the main thing. Change the parts for car 2 and do the same for car 1 as well. Get them both done so they have fresh gearboxes in now. We're going to need to start investing in some replacement gearboxes and engines, most likely. So we're going to be taking some grid penalties later on in the season. Meanwhile, while we're also here as well, car development, new projects, manufacture. We will also manufacture some side pods. We're probably not going to get these unless we do emergency. Cost of approach. It's going to cost it's going to cost 600k to get them immediately, but is it... Got 37, how many do we need? 4, 1.5 million. Tell you what, yeah, let's go for it. Let's go and get the parts done. Anything we can get immediately is of a big help. But for now that we've got more engineers available, we can start doing some research on another part. We've also got plenty of CFD time to burn as well. So we'll go half the time there, and we're going to spend... actually, what we'll do... Where did that go down? Right, we'll do the 1.5, and we'll start with 30 on this one. So at the moment, for actually no, let's do what we originally going to do. Let's just throw all the resources at it. We might as well. We'll split the resources as and when we need to. Right, brake cooling, the airflow I'm not too fussed about. It's mainly crank them all the way up. So yeah, we'll do that. Brake cooling, all these ones we're going to gain no matter what. But I want to get as much up on all the downforce as possible. Get as much gain as we can. What is it? Front wing that we're doing. If we look at that. Yeah, so we'll crank them all the way up as we see. Because the gains, if we go back to normal on them, are pretty negligible no matter what. So we might as well just put them all the way up. Development settings, throw all 5 engineers we've got at it and get that going. So now, if we're going to manufacture, have we got the side pods available? We do indeed, so they've been done immediately. So, yep, they've been done. They've already been done. So if we go further back, go to car 1. Aerodynamics, side pod, change parts, install on car 1 and car 2. So that's all done now. That hopefully we might get a little bit better improvements out of that. We put a lot more effort into the side pods on this one. So let's go back to the emails. We actually got a great race on that one. board watched the race at Silverstone Circuit this weekend. We wanted to congratulate you on meeting our expectations. It was a great race. Our confidence in you as a leader has most certainly increased. So that's definitely encouraging signs. But we were fortunate to be helped along with the DRS train on that race. So if we skip forward, that'll be 2. Yeah, we just got to go through the race prep and see how things go for Austria as we go into practice.
The battle is surely going to rage this weekend. Welcome to the Green Hills of Austria. The Red Bull Ring hosted its first Grand Prix in 2014, and it's been spectacular ever since. The Red Bull Ring is one hungry beast of a power track. Drivers face a steep climb up to turn 3 and a fast ride downhill through wide corners and straights thereafter. There's plenty of opportunity to overtake here, especially with the help of 3 DRS zones. The season is about halfway through, and it makes me wonder what else is in store for the teams. Well, there's only one way to find out. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Right, we've now just gone into the practice. We're now on the practice screen now, so we're going to do what we've always done. We've got they're down on the car parts and on extents to the side pods, but we are going to send these guys out in practice 1. Well, it might as well leave the run plans the way they are. We'll send these guys out in practice 1 on simulate, see what they say on the setup front as we skip through to the end. Lewis Hamilton's got a grid penalty at some point, and so has, well, Latifi's pretty negligible, but again, practice not really showing it. Setup confidence 54-50, so before we go into practice 2, let us see what the boys are saying. Bad on the straights, good everywhere else. So give me a minute to sort this out with Sebastian, and let's see how much we can get him into the optimal range. Okay, we're a bit more midway with Sebastian and all those, so we will do that for him. We'll leave him as we are because we are skipping practice 2 as well. But let's see what Stroll's saying on his setup. Bad, great, bad, good. Right. Got to do a bit on the oversteering, the cornering, so give me a minute and we'll see what we can do with Stroll. Okay, we're a bit more there with Stroll. It says great on the braking stability where he was out of the optimal range, but hopefully that's not a misleading on part of the game. So we're gonna put these guys out on their setups for simulating practice 2 and see where they stand here. We go to the end. Any additional improvement? A little bit of improvement. We're a lot closer in that session, and Albon is still there lurking again. Only 58 for Stroll. Wow, 177%. Okay, I'm a little bit surprised there. A little bit worried for Stroll's setup. I've just noticed it's going to be raining during the race again, so yeah, not looking forward to that one. Right, I'm going to do Stroll first this time before we start practice. Bad on oversteer. So the game's messed around with my setup and put it back to there. So okay, we've got it back in range with Stroll. So hopefully this time, well, we're taking control of practice now, so it's not gonna mess us around on that front. So let's get these fresh mediums on, and we'll up the run plan to 20 as we normally do when we take the practice sessions. So now, what are you saying, Sebastian? You're 77. Still bad on braking stability. You're optimal on the straights, though. Great on oversteer. Good on traction cornering, and braking stability is bad. So okay, I've just done a few tweaks to Stroll's setup just to get the braking stability back in line, and we'll see how cornering and the traction go for Sebastian. We're going to go, do the same thing for him. Compounds, run lap 20. So they're all good on their setups. So let's go into practice 3 and see how well they can do.
What do you think?
Okay, Stroll has come through saying his setup's better. It's only 65%. Vettel apparently is heading to the garage. Apparently he was trying to head back into the garage. That's not happening. I want him... oh no, he's going to run out of fuel. Oh no. Go back. Call him in. Yeah, he's going to run out of fuel otherwise, so... stop for a second. Stroll, I need to do him first. Bad on oversteer still. Good, great. Right, let me tweak Seb's Stroll setup a little bit and see where we go. Right, a few little tweaks for Stroll. We've got it to here. We'll have to see how that goes in this second run. So we're going to put him on softs this time. Keep him on the 20-lap run plan. Actually, no, I'm going to increase the run plan to 22 laps. And we're going to confirm. As for Seb, 3 optimals are great, and we're still not sure on cornering yet. Right, let's
We've just had a car run wide.
get that let's get that changed up. I'm probably just going to send Sebastian back out just for a couple laps to get that last bit of knowledge for his setup, and then we'll bring him straight back in and see if we can, or if we need to make any tweaks. So we'll let that reconfigure. Shoot, that won't be too long, and then we'll send him straight back out. Just speed up a little bit and just stick with him. I just want to get that final bit of setup knowledge. He's got 3 optimals. So that is more than a good sign. Apparently it's already done. 96 on the first go. Okay, so let's bring him back in. We got the setup done, so we might as well just bring him back in. He just needed that sighting lap, really, to get him back in. So let's just fast forward and get him back into the garage. So what's Sebastian saying? 3 optimals and 2 greats. I cannot complain with that. So we're not going to mess around with the We're not going to mess around the setup. We'll just get him on a set of soft tyres. Yeah, we'll just get him on that set of soft tyres. And we'll just let's do the run plan. We'll bump him up to 25. Give him some soft tyre running. And get him back out. And then we'll send Stroll out and see what his configuration says. Right, we've just slowed down here because apparently Stroll locked up somewhere. He's still going. So he looked up at turn 2.
Now let's have a look.
Oh, he's just gone straight on at the hairpin, but there's plenty of runoff there. So yeah, not to worry there for Stroll. He's okay with that one. Okay, Stroll's now come back on his setup. 84%. That's much better. That's much better for Stroll. So we're going to... How long has he got left on his fuel? Not a lot. Right. Call him in. Let's just get him back in. And so Stroll is 4 greats and a good. That's pretty much as good as we're going to get with Stroll. So we'll leave that there, and then we'll let Sebastian's come back in as well. So haven't quite got full the knowledge on everything. So we will skip through to qualifying and see how we get on. Okay, we're going through into qualifying now. got all these guys on the setup. They can only get to about 95% on the parts knowledge, but that'll be fine for next race when we go to the French Grand Prix. So we're just going to go straight into qualifying, get the boys out on track and see where we go on our first runs.
Yeah.
Okay, Stroll's now coming up to the end of his hot lap. Fortunately, no other cars came out and interrupted us this time, so we actually should get some decent representations from both guys for their first laps. Here comes Stroll to the line, and he puts in a 105.7 to start. Let's see how Sebastian does. He comes up to the line, and he is half a second off Bottas, so that's not too bad actually. If we're comparing the guys to Bottas, that's definitely a good benchmark to start with. But then again, we are on a much shorter track, so difficult to tell in all honesty. But we'll see where everyone else filters out after the first runs, and then we'll come back for our second run. Okay, last few cars are coming into the pits now. There's 2 or 3 still out on track. We are currently 16th and 18th because Albon, again, still won't leave us alone no matter what we do. Alonso had a bit of a moment where he just run wide at turn 9, I think it was. It didn't affect him too badly, but I didn't feel the need to show the replay for it. But for now, coming up to the last few minutes, it's a 104 lap for the leaders, 105 for us. As they're the last couple of cars come in. That's Leclerc and Verstappen. We've still got one more out there. I think it was one of the Hasses of Magnussen, I believe. But we're going to wait until he comes in, until when I see him in the pit lane. It's going to be a little bit tighter on Austria's not a very long lap, so it's going to be a bit tight for space when these guys all decide they're going to head out. So in comes Magnussen. I'm going to get Stroll out now, so he doesn't end up in the bulk of the traffic. He's the slower of the two as well, so he needs a bit more space out there to work with. As for Sebastian, we're going to leave it a little bit. And as soon as I see the first cars pull out, I'll send him out. Whenever that may be. It might be with 2 minutes 15, I would imagine. If it's a 1 minute lap, you need a bit of time on the warm-up, but okay, there goes one of the AlphaTauris, so that's usually the signal. And there goes the second car, so yep, we're going to get the Vettel out now. I was about to say Verstappen, that's because I just saw him going down the pit lane, so these guys are going to pull out now. They should all get out before Stroll starts his lap, so we'll cut to the end and see how the laps pan out. Right, the tyres were getting a little hot, and Stroll's just finished his lap now. I think he has anyway, but yeah, he's just finished his lap. Unfortunately, he didn't improve because he ended up catching up to the back of that train, and they wasted time pulling out to try and let him through. So we're going to go with Sebastian. He's green first, yellow second, so not too sure where Sebastian's going to go. He's not far off Ricciardo, but there goes Norris. Vettel, does he improve? He does, but not by a lot. It's not enough to overtake Ricciardo, so we're both out in Q1 again. Stroll didn't improve. Please don't tell me Albon out-qualifies us. I'm gonna lose it if he does. This one Williams still won't leave us alone no matter what we do. Please don't improve. Please don't improve. I don't want you to improve. And oh, that is annoying. Albon out-qualified us. I'm done. Okay, going through onto the strategy screen. We're going to check the strategy, see what the rain is like. It's not going to come until lap 36, that looks like. So, let's see what the medium tyres say. See if we can work this in such a way we can get the tyres to last. We can. It's going to be a bit sketchy though. It's going to be a bit sketchy, and the tyres that Vettel's starting on are 94 for some reason. It's going to be a bit touchy with Sebastian, but I believe he can do it. Actually, I'm not too sure. Let's go back for a second. I'm going to back out of this. Let me just have a play around with Stroll's strategy, because... So that's the more safer option. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick Stroll on this strategy. I'm going to split the two strategies. So I'm going to put Stroll on that strategy, and then this one for Sebastian. We're going to try and stretch his tyres as best we can to lap, it's going to be lap, what, 37 that is? So we're going to try and stretch Sebastian's tyres to there. I'm going to put him on light at the start because I'm playing the long game with Sebastian. So lap 37 for Sebastian on the mediums, whereas Stroll's going to start on the hards, and we're going to try and just get to the rain period on one set of tyres and see if that strategy works out for us. So we're gonna go that with the guys. Without further ado, let's get into the race.
It's bright and sunny as the drivers line up on the grid. And there's Sebastian Vettel. They're starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium. There's Lance Stroll, down the grid. They'll be starting the race from the bottom half of the grid, so there's a fair bit of ground to make up. The race start is mere seconds away. It's the race we've all been
green
waiting
flag
for.
at the back of the grid.
It's the
5
Austrian
red
Grand
lights
Prix.
for the Austrian Grand Prix.
And
And
out,
we are
and away
away.
we go.
So let's get Seb on deploy, see if we can get past... that's Hamilton, actually. He's actually served his grid penalty with her in this race, unlike Bottas did at Silverstone. We're going to get Seb going, see what he can do. Fortunately, Albon is side by side with Ricciardo ahead, so I don't think Sebastian's going to make a move unless he goes around. No, Ricciardo's going to defend the inside. Another complete traffic jam as... Yeah, not too... That's a bit of an annoying thing, that, because what happens, what we just saw there, is we're going to get Seb to deploy, to go past Ricciardo. Come on, you can do it, Seb. Round the outside. Hold it round the outside for the next corner, mate. There you go. Right, we got Vettel ahead of Ricciardo at least.
That's it.
So now, it's a bit of a weird thing when you get these weird stop-start bits of traffic. Normally that would be an invitation for Vettel to just go straight past Ricciardo and follow Albon, but he didn't do it there, so it's a bit of a weird thing on the game. The game is a little bit choppy when it comes to the AI making its moves or not. As Hamilton goes for it on Ricciardo in the last corner, that's a bit of an unorthodox move for Hamilton to make. He's going to go down the inside of turn 1, though. I'm not going to get Sebastian to fight Hamilton too much. I just want him to focus on Ricciardo and Albon. But at the moment, a bit mixed up and down the field. You've got some of us starting on mediums and some of us starting on hards. So people are few of the people on the grid thinking that they can get the mediums to stretch, or they're just going to go aggressive 2 sets of dry tyres up to the rain period. But we're going to try and stretch Sebastian up to the rain period. So we're going to put him on light to make sure he saves those tyres. And I'm hoping that Hamilton gets past. I'm hoping Hamilton gets past Vettel soon, because I don't want him to lose track of Albon ahead as he goes down for it in the inside in the last 2 corners, and there he goes. So now we're just going to get Vettel to stick with Hamilton, get Hamilton to pull him up to Albon, because I do feel that Vettel can race Albon in this one. In this race, because what's Albon on? Albon's on the hard tyres with Stroll, but I do believe that Vettel will catch him and overtake him eventually. He has got good race pace, Sebastian. As you can see, he's still fighting Lewis. I don't want him to be fighting Lewis. I want him to be following Lewis as he catches up to Albon. So Lewis is going to pull away through this section. He's got the superior downforce here, so he'll do that. But Seb will be able to stick with him on the straights as he catches up to... I just saw it at the top. Stroll has been completely mugged off by Latifi. Don't tell me Williams have made a slew of upgrades that have made their car better than ours. That's not... The amount of upgrades that we've done, I can't understand that. I really can't understand that. So hopefully Stroll's actually going to race Latifi this time. As he goes down here, we'll put him on overtake. He's going to get the DRS here, so we'll put him on overtake. Is he actually going to make the move? Yes, he is. Is he going around the outside? He's going to get a second bite of DRS up the hill, though, so there he goes. He's going to get past here, so he's got the DRS advantage. We'll put him back on neutral. Very handy, that. And Vettel's still racing Hamilton, his old 2017-2018 sparring partner. He's got the fire, still got the fire in him, Sebastian. And he's going to go. Is he actually going to do this? He is. He's going to go down the inside of Hamilton into turn 4, and he's legitimately taken that place back. Oh, Sebastian, as much as I enjoy watching you do this, mate, it's kind of hindering us at the same time. So let's get you on, we'll get you on push now, use some of this fuel. As Hamilton's going to come back at us immediately. We've got yellow flags in sector 2. I wonder what happened there. Hamilton's going to go down the inside. Yep, just about into the last corner. It's Latifi that's run wide, so...
Now let's look. We're watching.
Yeah, he's gone straight off into the gravel, so that's definitely... that's one less Williams we have to worry about. That's giving Stroll some breathing room. As for Vettel, he's getting pulled along by Hamilton just about. Hamilton's getting away with DRS, but Vettel should... Yep, there he goes. He's got the DRS as well. Pushing on the engine mode, so hopefully if we go onto the thing, Hamilton, I want him to catch up to Albon, but he's at the back of this massive TRS train. Look at how long this one is compared to things. Albon's just overtaken Schumacher. What on earth is going on here? What is up with Albon today? This whole weekend, Albon has just been outpacing us cleanly, and I don't understand how. So let's just cut to the front of this train. Who's leading this train? There's Alonso. It's Gasly who's leading the train. Gasly's up in P5. You know, he's having a stormer of a race as well, and he's got a reasonable gap to Alonso. So it's Gasly, Alonso, Russell, Bottas, Ocon. That's 5. Magnussen, Tsunoda, Norris, Zhou, Albon. That's 10. 11 car train led by Gasly from P5 all the way down here. And then you got Austria just slowly trying to catch up to the back of this train. You've got Hamilton here, then we got Vettel and Ricciardo. Stroll is just in the background. So, and Vettel looked for a move on Hamilton, and Ricciardo just tried to make that 3 wide for absolutely no reason, Ricciardo. A little bit ambitious there from the Honey Badger. But as Vettel again is trying, he's really having a go at Hamilton. He's really making this... Oh, we got... Yeah, in fact, that was a Haas I just saw. That was a Haas in the gravel at turn 4. It's Magnussen, so we've gained another free place out of that issue. Magnussen was another member of that train, so it's now a 10-car train. So we've got Norris, Ocon... Sorry, Norris, Zhou, Tsunoda. You've got Albon, who's dropping back a little bit from them. And then Schumacher just behind. He's going to go for the move on Albon, I hope. No, Albon's got DRS. And then Hamilton, Vettel and Ricciardo. Vettel's still getting DRS off of Hamilton, which is helping protect him from Ricciardo. But Hamilton's not making any major gains here. I'm quite surprised by that. He's not closing up onto the back of that train as we thought. As Vettel again down the inside of Hamilton. What on earth the Sebastian? Sebastian is really going for this. He really wants to race Hamilton. He's gotten past him. And now Ricciardo's going to have a look at Hamilton as well. And he's down the inside at turn 4. And is he going to do it? Hamilton's just holding it around the outside. He's got the grip on the mediums. But no, Ricciardo gets him. So now, Vettel's got past. He's used up all that spare fuel he had. So we're going to put him back to pushing. Standard. Whew, that's a lot of action. We've only had 8 laps, and this has been really good for Austria. Vettel has really decided no, he's going to race Hamilton, be damned, with the gap to Albon and Schumacher. But now here comes Ricciardo, and Ricciardo's just swooped clean round the outside. He's going to get Vettel's got DRS though. He's going to come straight back. Really not what we're needing, because we now dropped to 2.5 seconds behind Schumacher, which is not what we need to be doing right now. So let's go on to overtake, just burn ERS just to try and catch up to these guys. It's going to be like this all the way. Is Ricciardo again with the DRS is just going to go around the outside of us again. So really hoping that this is not going to hinder us too much. Ricciardo's now up to 1.6 behind Schumacher. Don't need to watch the replay. I saw it happen in real time. So now here's Sebastian. He's got Lewis all over the back of him. Lewis is going to try and go for the move again down into the last few corners. No, he doesn't actually. Thought better of it. So now back onto the main straight. He's right on the back of us though, so this is going to be a formality. When no, he's not. Sebastian again holding on with the DRS. We're going to flick to overtake here on this straight. He's got DRS on Ricciardo again. So is he going to think about the move around the outside of the hairpin? We're going to go back to neutral. He's going to go around the outside. Is he going to have the grip on Ricciardo though? Ricciardo's got the DRS though, so he's going to pull away. Unfortunate, but that is that's the case. There's 2 with the detection point at the end of that second straight. It's a bit tricky, but at the moment we're still not making gains on Schumacher and Albon. They've officially, though, then again, those two have officially joined the back of this train with Norris, Zhou, Tsunoda. He's dropped back from Ocon, this front train. And then you got these guys up here. Alonso's got on Gasly, so Alonso's now in 5th, ahead of Gasly, with Russell, Bottas and Ocon in the background. And then you got all these guys across the track. And then here we are. Here's Ricciardo. He's actually... Oh, he's pulled a big gap on us because Hamilton's been racing up. Hamilton's been racing us and we've been defending, and Ricciardo's just pulled away. We've dropped out of that. Stroll's just been in the midst of nowhere, to be honest, as well. Stroll's just been in his own little world. He's being caught by Magnussen and Latifi. I don't know what's going on. We've just got no pace in this race for some reason. We've got absolutely no pace. As Vettel's now been overtaken by Hamilton, Hamilton's just dropped him instantly. So I don't know what's going on. We've got absolutely no pace for some reason. Yeah, it's baffling, guys. It's baffling. What doesn't help is the notification has come through that Lance Stroll has locked up and gone wide.
Let's have a look. Now let's have a look. It's Lance Stroll. And
At
there's
turn
the lockup.
one,
It
and
always
he's
got
let
away from them
Magnussen
entirely.
and Latifi through. And he's now 3.7 seconds behind them as well, and he's just losing time. I'm just going to leave Stroll to his own thing. Vettel, meanwhile, he's stuck with Hamilton. They've caught back up to Ricciardo again. So that's a good thing at least. But we're still nowhere near. We dropped to over 2.2 behind Schumacher and this train. So we're not gaining on them in a way that we should. We're not gaining on them in the way we should. That's how powerful these DRS trains are. We saw them back at Silverstone. As now we've got Tsunoda and Zhou. Tsunoda gets past Guan Yu Zhou. Norris tried to have a look as well, but thought better of it. And you got Albon with Schumacher all over the back of him. There we are in the background, 2.5 seconds behind with Hamilton and Ricciardo. It's just not working out at all. We have literally no pace in this race whatsoever, and I can't work out why. And now, just to sum up the misery that this race is going to be, Vettel has locked up and run wide as well.
Gone wide. Let's see what happened there. Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin.
He's gone wide
Well, I
there.
don't know what they were thinking there. They're
And
completely off the
predictably,
racing line.
only one other person's made a mistake, and that's Latifi. No one else is making these mistakes. Yeah, I'm just going to skip to the pit stops, guys, because unless anything happens, this is our race, as it turns out.
Take a look now.
Okay, we've had
Now here
a
we
bit of
see
a
Max
thing here.
Verstappen.
Verstappen has locked up and gone straight off at turn 4 while racing his teammate and the two Ferraris for the lead. So, Verstappen, yet again, as has been the thing for this season, another high-profile mistake from the world champion. It's not the sort of thing you want to be seeing. So, at the moment now, as has been the case, one of the Red Bulls has got to fight both of the Ferraris until the other Red Bull is able to catch up. If he can, he should do. It's Verstappen. So, I'm not banking on Verstappen being out of this race just yet, but we still have got rain coming later on, as you can see on the thing, but when it comes is another matter. And just to prove my point, Verstappen has once again made another mistake and gone wide at the penultimate corner. What is up with Max Verstappen in my career for F1 Manager? It is absolutely baffling. But I'm going to stay on the overview here. As you can see, Ricciardo has dropped back away from that. Hamilton has caught up to the back of that train. We've completely fell away from Ricciardo, and we've been caught by Magnussen and Latifi. We have had absolutely no pace in this entire race. Hamilton's already pitted, and we've been passed by Magnussen. Vettel's been passed by Magnussen. Just saw it on the mini-map. He's re-overtaken him, but what has gone on here? What has got? Is this my punishment for slating Latifi? Is we're now there's multiple cars that have crashed. There's a yellow flag and there's a virtual safety car. Where's Stroll? Well, I'm going to ignore with these guys. There's no point.
No DRS.
But who's crashed?
Really?
Crash involving
Let's
multiple
take a
cars. So
closer look.
who's this
Now look
involved?
at this. It was the Alpha Tauri driver involved.
Is that Alonso, Bottas, and Hamilton?
Goodness me, that is a.
Oh no! Wait!
serious
Oh! It's one of the Alpha Tauri spun off just ahead of them, and it's picked up everyone else. That is a weird accident. So Sainz in the lead. He's already made his call to come in under the virtual safety car. He's going to drop back a little bit, but that's an unusual one. So virtual safety car now. Who was the AlphaTauri? It might have been Gasly. Yeah, it's Gasly and Alonso because they're all pitting now, and Gasly's got a penalty to serve. Norris is now in. So a lot of people making their pit stops under the virtual safety car. Why not? They're going to get a free stop under the virtual safety car. It doesn't really matter to us. We're nowhere in this race. We're not even in this race at all. We're not even in this race at all, guys, because our pace has just been absolutely non-existent. Albon is up in P9. He's up in P9 on hards, and he's going into the rain period. I talked about it a moment ago at the start of the yellow flag period. This is karmic justice for slating Albon as much as I have, but yeah, I don't know what to say.
Stop lifting coast.
Honestly, don't know what to say.
Yeah.
The only good thing about this is those guys pitting has actually brought us all together. So Magnussen has got past us, but we are closer to Schumacher, Gasly, Ricciardo, Bottas, and Norris. But Albon is all the way up in the points, and yeah, I just can't get my head around that. I just genuinely can't get my head around that. I don't know how he has finessed his way up there into a points-paying position. While we've been completely stomping Williams for the last few races, and here we are with absolutely no pace whatsoever, languishing down here in the exact same place we were before. How's that fair? How is that fair to us? Well, there's a yellow flag. There was a lock-up for Mick Schumacher, that was, and he goes straight off at turn 4. So more and more people are making mistakes. It's slowly starting to bring us back into the equation now. We're not so bad off as where we were before.
So DRS is enabled now.
We've got we're low on fuel again with Sebastian. He's burnt all that off, so we'll put him back on balance.
All okay on fuel, all okay.
So
you can do what you want for speed.
at the moment, Seb he's 1.5 behind Magnussen. And Hamilton is catching back up to the back of us as well. Latifi in the background, Schumacher, he's a ways behind, so Stroll. So Magnussen's just pulled away from us, and you've got Gasly.
Still coming.
Ricciardo's here, wet weather's predicted, so the rain is on its way now. But we're not going to be able to take advantage of it because we've had no pace and we've made mistakes that have cost us. So we're not going to be anywhere for this race, guys. I'm sorry to say, but that's the truth of the matter. Now the rain has started falling on lap 33 onto lap 34. So, and the pit window is just open for Sebastian. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call Sebastian in now. I'm going to put him in now. And with the rain going up as it is, well, the rain's going up quite high as well. Yeah, that's going to be, yeah, we're going to put him in. We're going to go straight on to the wet tyres this time. We're not going to make this mistake again. As for Stroll, he's already out of the final corner, so he's going to fall behind a little bit as well. As for Stroll, we'll do the opposite with him. We'll put him on the inters and see where he goes. Might as well. I don't know what else to do at this point. Let's go back up to there with Stroll. Back up to there with Seb. So let's have a look at all these guys. They're going on to the inters. They're going. Verstappen's also going on to the inters. I'm going to play it safe a little bit here. Let's. No. I almost balls that. Confirm changes. Yeah, they're all going on to all these guys are going on inters. Here's Albon. Has he got inters ready? Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm a little bit more confident in doing that now. So we're going to put we're going to put both guys on the inters. Not going to make that mistake again. Follow some of the guys ahead of us actually this time. At the moment, a few people are still out there on hards at the moment that are still yet to come in. I really hope, I really don't hope Albon jumps up massively on these guys. I really hope that's not the case. I really can't be dealing with that. That's not. We're last and second to last now as well. Everyone else is ahead of us, but a lot of guys are still on the. A lot of guys ahead of us are still on the hards that have yet to make their stops. That includes Latifi, who's just ahead of us, and Schumacher as well. Bottas has gone on to the full wets. Now we got all these guys. Here's Albon. All these guys. Oh no! All these guys have only just entered the pit lane. Oh no! Albon's going to get into the points. He's 9th, 8th, 7th. He's 7th. Oh, I don't believe that. How has he finessed his way up there? As Magnussen's run wide. He's gone off at the same place Sebastian has, but we're not close enough to count. We're I'm just losing my mind, guys. I don't know what to do. Vettel was busy overtaking Latifi. We both get ahead of Schumacher because he was he's still stopped there. Here's Vettel. He's only P17. How has Albon gone and finessed his way up there? I'm so angry. And now Stroll's just run wide as well.
Now let's have a look. It's Lance Stroll. Goodness me, they're complete.
I don't know what to do, guys. Albon's going to finesse his way to points after all the hard work and upgrades that we've been making, and we're not going to get anything out of it. I don't understand this at all. It's just come through again. Stroll's had yet another lock-up. What is wrong with you today, Lance? You did so well at Silverstone, and now you're just making...
And this, yes, there, that's the lockup.
And there goes Latifi, so Stroll's stone dead last. Oh, I'm so angry right now. This whole race, we've had no pace. Albon has somehow finessed his way up to 7th. So Williams are going to score points while we're just sitting here doing absolutely nothing after all the hard work we've done. I don't understand the logic here. I just don't understand it. Right, apparently the track is drying. But there's more rain coming in 3 minutes. So is it worth... I think I'm probably just going to have to keep guys out and keep the guys out until the track dries up a little bit. and see how to respond, because no one else is coming in. So we're just going to keep the guys out and see how the rain falls. The track conditions changed to wet. So what's everyone else up front going to do? I'm going to go onto the pit window and prep, but I want to know what everyone else is going to do. Alonso's pit. Ocon stays out. What's Albon doing? Albon comes in. Albon comes in. Right. All these guys are going onto the wets, so that's what we're going to do. Pit this lap. Suppose I better do the same Stroll, even though he's absolutely nowhere.
Box.
Just want to watch Albon, see where he ends up. There's all these guys. I swear to God, if he finesses more positions out of this, I'm just gonna retire from the race.
Copy.
This is
Biggest
I
pit
don't
limited,
I
pit
I I can't get to grips with the whole situation that he's now potentially going to gain two places probably and still be in 8th. I just don't get it, guys. I just really don't get it. Just to compound the misery of this race, Vettel has once again had another lock-up.
That's the lockup.
Dropped in behind Magnussen. Magnussen's now well ahead. Yeah. Sorry if I sound unenthused, guys, but that's pretty much the story of all these upgrades, and we are somehow... We've had all these upgrades. We have dominated Williams for all this season, and this one race where we have absolutely no place, and Albon has all of a sudden just become God mode and ended up in the position he's in. Completely undeserved and out of the ordinary. I just don't get it. They've done absolutely nothing all season, and they've completely fluked their way into undeserved points. I'm absolutely fuming.
Let's
Right,
have a look.
lap
Now watch
62,
this.
and
Here's the
Albon has
positive
had a
holding
lock-up
Albon,
in the
and there's
first
the
corner,
lockup. It almost got away
and the
from him
pack that's
entirely.
behind him, being led by Ricciardo, has slowly but surely been catching him. Yeah, they're right behind him, and he's pulled. Ricciardo's pulled Hamilton, Gasly, and Russell with him. So I'm hoping beyond a miracle that these guys get onto the back of Albon and overtake him and knock him out the points, because I don't want Williams scoring any points this race. As callous as that sounds, Albon has literally just fluked his way up there. He's actually done nothing. Williams have done nothing to upgrade their car, and yet they're up there on the verge of scoring points with 8 laps to go. I'm sorry, but I can't accept that, and I'm not going to. I want these guys to overtake him and be done with it. Right, all the pack's closed up to him. Hamilton's now gotten ahead of Ricciardo, and they are all over the back of Albon. So I'm hoping Hamilton can do something here to knock Albon out the points and hopefully allow Ricciardo through. And Hamilton thought about the move there into the final 2 corners as he did before. We're going to go on board with him as Albon immediately goes defensive. And Hamilton's not quite near enough to make any moves, but Albon's line is compromised as they go into turn 1. Is Hamilton going to make move? Albon's just... Oh! Albon keeps doing this thing where he just moves across the track and it's enough to put the driver behind off. Come on, Lewis. Come on. He's alongside. He's gotten alongside Albon. Come on, Lewis. Round the outside. Get the power down. Come on, Lewis. I'm begging you here. I'm begging you with everything. Please. Oh, Albon's just going to get ahead. Come on. He's done absolutely nothing all year. He doesn't deserve this. He does not deserve these points. We have worked so hard to be absolutely nerfed like this. It's unfair. It's actually unfair how this has turned out. Oh, please, Lewis. I'm begging you here with everything. Please. Please overtake him and get this misery over with. Oh, and pit straight again. Come on, Lewis. Nothing again. No, he's going to go around the outside. Come on, Lewis. Come on. Come on, please. Please get the power down. Get the power down. You're side by side. Come on, Lewis. Come on. I'm begging you, Lewis. Please get past him. Please get past him. Oh, no. One of the leaders is coming through as well. I don't know. No. We don't need this. The gap behind these two is so huge now that Red Bull has closed up. Please, Lewis, get past him. Get past him, Lewis, please. Round the outside of turn 4. Albon, please stop doing this. Thank you, Lewis. And there comes the Red Bull. Please at the AlphaTauri. Come on, please. Tsunoda, I'm begging you here. I am actually begging you. Please. Please do us a solid and get past Albon. I implore you. This is what it's come to. I'm actually cheering on other cars on the track to get past Albon because our cars have literally just been nowhere. Tsunoda, not quite enough out the final corner. Albon's going to get the drive down the straight. What? That Williams is so good in a straight line. Come on, Yuki. Get in the slipstream. Come on, Yuki.
Yeah.
Come on, Yuki. I'm begging you here, please. Please, Yuki. Go for a dive. Something. Do anything. All these guys are so close together. Albon's going to get this one measly point, and then we're not going to be able to overtake them for the rest of the season. I'm going to be absolutely fuming if that's the case. All this work we've put into our cars so far, and we're actually just going to get finessed like this.
4 more laps.
And Albon's pulling away from Tsunoda as well. No, Yuki, please do something, anything, Yuki, please. I'm begging here. I'm actually, you can't see it on your screen, but I'm actually on my knees begging right now for Tsunoda to be able to do something here. Just anything to get past this Williams. Please, Yuki, come on. Come on, Yuki, please. I'm begging you here. Through turn 1, up the hill. Please get a good run. Please get a good run on Albon. Please. Please, Yuki, do something. Please, I'm begging. Oh, no. This is such agony watching this. Yuki's so close, he's just not doing anything. This is so unjust. Why is Williams going to get this 1 point when they've been nowhere all season? Where we've spent so much time and energy researching and developing this car. Yes! Yes! It happened! Albon bottled it. Thank you. Thank you. There is a Lord in this world. There is a Lord in this world. I am so happy. I'm so happy. I don't care now. I don't care if Albon's going to finish ahead of us. That was all we needed to happen. Oh, bliss. Justice has been served. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Albon, for doing that. I am thanking you. Oh, yes. Oh, so all of a sudden it's not so bad of a race now anymore, guys. I'm not going to lie. But in other news, it's been very quiet in terms of the front, and once again, Carlos Sainz, he is on an absolute roll now. The momentum is definitely in his favour. He won at Canada. He stuck to his guns with the one stop in Britain as well. He got the win there, and now in the wet of Austria, he's going to round the last few corners to take his 4th win of the season, his 3rd in a row. Carlos Sainz wins the Austrian Grand Prix. 3 wins in a row for the Spaniard. He is on fire right now. Vamos, 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 my friend. Charles Leclerc comes out to make it a Ferrari 1-2. It is another Ferrari 1-2. Leclerc is getting a little bit shown up by his teammate now, not going to lie. And here comes Verstappen out the final corner. He will take the final podium position. Perez, distant 4th place again. So close together at the start, but the Ferraris just showed their dominance there. He's going to be 4th. Bottas, fantastic 5th place. He's being chased by Alonso as well. Both these guys have been absolutely on fire today. Absolutely brilliant from these two. Ocon, he's already finished. He was a lap down. Alonso's the last car on the lead lap. So Ocon 7th, Zhou 8th, Hamilton 9th, Tsunoda 10th. And thankfully, Williams do not score a point over us. That was the only thing I wanted. Vettel's going to be the last car to take the checker flag a lap down. Yeah. Disappointing race, guys, after the last one at Britain, where we nearly scored points. But for whatever reason, even in the dry, not just in the wet, even in the dry, we had absolutely no pace around Austria. We go to the final standings, and there it is again. Carlos Sainz wins ahead of Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc with the fastest lap as well, so he at least keeps Sainz from getting that extra point. Verstappen will round out the podium. Perez, Bottas, Alonso, Ocon, Zhou, Hamilton from down the back of the grid up to 9th. That's what best he could hope for. Tsunoda rounds out the top 10, and then the rest of the field here. Ricciardo, Russell. Yeah, Russell not having another good race there. He's not been as consistent as he is in real life. And then Albon down here. Thank the Lord he did not get that point. I am so happy for that. I'm so happy that Yuki pressured him into that mistake and made him bottle. But here we are in the driver's standings. Sainz again pulling out a healthy lead. He's now 14 points clear of his teammate. Both of them are well clear of the Red Bulls. Verstappen gets back ahead of Perez. Hamilton loses a little bit of ground to Alonso, but still a healthy cushion. And now Bottas has overtaken Russell. So Alonso is in 6th in the standings, then Bottas, and then Russell. George, what's going on, man? Mr. Consistent in real life, but not in the game. And then Ocon and Gasly round out the top 10. Constructors, thankfully, do not change. Thankfully, we still exist with Williams on 0 points. Very, very lucky that that is the case, though. Very, very lucky. I don't know what we would have done. We would have had to throw more resources at this car because I was not going to allow Williams to finish ahead of us in the Constructors this year. Absolutely cannot let that happen. So we're going to go into the end of the episode here. We have an urgent response email that will need to be looked at as the new regulation. We got another regulations vote, it seems. And I also forgot Stroll had a development point from the last race that we needed to do, so I'll need to do that as well. But we got 11 days until the French Grand Prix. We got 2 weeks, and then we got our design centre is going to be fully upgraded as well. So we should be able to have more staff to work on the car then. So I'll be able to dedicate more staff to working for next year while having some staff to work on this year, which will definitely help. But yeah, sorry for the ball fest of a race, guys. Not a lot happened, but we actually had no pace in that race. Wet or dry, we were just completely outclassed by everyone. We were struggling to keep ahead of Latifi at one point, so you know it's a bad race when that happens. But hopefully, with the next race at Paul Ricard, hopefully we can change our fortunes around a little bit. So we're going to round off the episode there, guys. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like and a comment. It really helps. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video. I am David Clayton of KZR Racing, and we'll see you next time for round number 12 for the French Grand Prix. Goodbye.